Hello everyone, welcome to our second class of Crop 2. So in this class we are going to discuss a few more questions of Crop 2 and let's see our first question. A 25-year-old woman has been suffering from diabetes mellitus since she was 9. She was admitted into the nephrology unit with significant edemas of the face, arms and legs. Blood pressure is 200 by 110 mmHg, hemoglobin 90 gram per liter. Blood creatinine 85 micromole per liter, urine protein 1.0 gram per liter, leukocytes 10 to 15 in the vision field. GFR is 10 ml per minute. What tactics should the doctor choose? So in this question, the patient is having diabetes mellitus. Since she was 9 years old, she was admitted to nephrology unit with significant edemas of the face. Wherever you see edema of face, it means the problem is with kidney. Okay, you have to remember this. Arms and legs, blood pressure is 200 by 110, BP 200 by 110, it means hypertensive crisis. Blood creatinine 850 micromole per liter. Blood. So normal range is 100 to 110 micromole per liter. Here GFR is 10 ml per minute. GFR is 10 ml per minute. Normal GFR is 60 ml per minute. So we know that the problem is with kidney. So in our options there is hemodialysis unit and renal transplantation is also one of the most preferable option, but here we cannot do renal transplantation because the patient is very young and there are more chances of death or rejections of renal transplantation. So due to this the patient can die. So we will not prefer this and hemodialysis will be our correct answer. We will transfer the patient into the hemodialysis unit. Let's move to our second question. A 34-year-old man on the third day of ceftriaxone treatment of acute otitis, daily doses 2 grams, developed diarrhea occurring 5 to 6 times per day. Feces are without mucus or blood mixtures. Temperature is 36.6 degrees Celsius. Gregerson reaction occult blood in feces is negative. Stool culture detected pathogenic germs. What is the cause of diarrhea? Here the patient is having ceftriaxone treatment, antibiotic. So it's the diarrhea related to antibiotic. So antibiotic associated diarrhea is our correct answer. Let's see our next question. A chronic alcoholic patient was hospitalized into the therapeutic inpatient unit due to pneumonia. On the day 5 his hospitalization, he became disoriented in time and space, developed fear-inducing visual hallucinations and motor agitations. Full body tremor and tremor of the limbs are observed. X-ray and physical examination detect the sign of convulsions from pneumonia. What tactic should be chosen regarding the patient? So we know that the patient is here chronic alcoholic patient. So he became disoriented, time and space, developed fear-inducing visual hallucinations and motor agitations. So we need this patient transferred to the narcology center, narcology department, because we have to de-addict the patient from alcohol. Okay, and to a chronic alcoholism patient treatment is disulfiram and metronidazole. This is the choice of treatment for the patients having chronic alcoholism or the patient who drinks a lot. Let's move to our next question. A young man has made an appointment with a dermatologist. He complained of painful facial rash in the beard and mustache area. It means the patient is having psychosis. This condition has been persisting to several weeks already. After shaving, the patient condition aggravates. The diagnosis of the diagnosis of psychosis. If we are given painful facial rash in the beard and mustache area, it means the patient is having psychosis, and its symptom is the patient have pustules, papules. So this is our correct answer, pustules, papules, and these are mainly in the beard area. And what is psychosis? Psychosis is inflammation of hair follicles. So in psychosis, patient is having pustule, papules, which is in beard area. And here in our question, it's given that the patient is having complaints of painful facial rash in the beard and mustache area. So it's also in this question the diagnosis of psychosis is made, which is clearly written. So we have to remember that pustules and papules are observed in the patient. Our next question is: a 42-year-old man, a dispatcher, suffers from peptic ulcer disease of the duodenum. The disease is of moderate severity. He wants to be assigned a disability group. Make the conclusion regarding his working ability. So the patient here is having peptic ulcer disease, which is of moderate severity. It's not severe, it's moderate. So the patient can work, and if the patient can work, it is called as employable. So patient is capable of working and employable also. So this is our correct answer. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe channel. Thank you.